Hello, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about manifesting for beginners. So this is for absolute beginners. If you've never manifested anything in your entire life, or if you have been searching the internet and finding tons of information that you don't know which is true, I want to talk to you about my journey and then how to manifest your very first thing or to sharpen your manifestation skills, because these are the fundamentals of manifesting. So my journey was I had manifested something inadvertently from the beginning, and then I had gotten into I'd learned a little bit about manifesting through the Bible, and I had gone through a journey for years and years and years. I mean, since I first deliberately manifested until now has been about 8 years or so. But this manifestation that I want to talk about today and how to do it is specifically through after going through all that information and testing everything for years and years and years, tons of failures, tons of successes, and then all boiled down to this, right? This is the way to do it. This is the way to start. So manifestation is the embodiment of some idea into physical reality. It's something that some people call mystical, although it's happening every single day with every single person. So it's not necessarily mystical. It's not just for people who meditate. It has nothing really to do with that. I don't meditate really at all. But yet I am one of the best I know at manifesting. And this can be used by people who know nothing about spirituality whatsoever. It doesn't have to. You don't have to be spiritual to manifest. You can manifest it being anyone at all. If you're a business person, if you're homeless, if you are a millionaire, if you have nothing, if you have friends, if you don't have friends, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have any background or experience in manifesting to do this. But to basically what manifesting is when you desire something or you want something to happen, you take no physical action and you can simply use what was so naturally given to you, which is your imagination, and you can have the thing that you want. It will come to you. It will be brought to you. You will automatically be moved without any action or searching on your behalf explicitly to get the thing. It will basically be given to you easily and effortlessly. So, long story short, to manifest the idea is to impress your subconscious mind with something. And whatever your subconscious mind it has impressed upon it will manifest in your world. It will objectify in this world. And so the idea is to consciously impress something on your subconscious mind so that you can deliberately receive it in this world. Now, just by the way, if you want tons of information on this, make sure you register for my blog because there's tons of information on there, and when you register for that, you can sign up for my mailing list, and I send tons of videos and information that are unlisted, not on my YouTube channel or anywhere. So to manifest, right? I'll tell you about my first manifestation. I was living in South River, New Jersey, and I was at Dunkin' Donuts. By the way, this is the first manifestation that I knew I manifested. The first one that I was like, whoa, what just happened there, right? Not that I deliberately did it, but I made the connection between my mind and the thing that I manifested, right? The coincidences. So coincidences are not coincidences. Coincidences are you manifesting something most of the time, almost all the time, right? We've always been manifesting. Every moment of our life we've been manifesting. Anything that we get into our subconscious mind is manifested, and in fact, all that we see in this world is our manifestation. It comes from a combination of thoughts, feelings, moods, attitudes, beliefs, imaginal acts, inner conversations, outer conversations, expectations. All of these things, each of them independently manifest certain things. So the grand total of those things in our mind has created where we are right now. So to deliberately manifest, the idea is to impress upon the subconscious mind the things that you want to experience. And when you do that, you will receive the things that you want. So back to the story. I was sitting at Dunkin' Donuts and I was working on some web application that I was creating. And I had left my wallet at home and I was thinking to myself, I am thirsty, okay? And I remember looking at the soda machine or the refrigerator and sitting there and then imagining that I was drinking a soda. That's it. First person point of view, just drinking a soda. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And suddenly, not even a minute later, a homeless person walks into the Dunkin' Donuts. And he comes right up next to me. I have my laptop out. He comes right up next to me. And he goes, hey, I know your brother. His name was Mike, this guy. And I said, okay, yeah. He said, can you help me? I just bought this iPod, and yeah, so I said homeless, but he was an alcoholic. I don't know if he was homeless, but he appeared to be homeless. Okay, no judgment though, honestly. So he came up to me and he said, I just bought this iPod. Can you please help me set it up? And I was like, okay, whatever, no big deal. I just figured I'd do him a favor. So he put the iPod out on the desk, and then he opens up his backpack that he carried around with him, and he grabbed 2 cans of Coca-Cola that were ice cold, and he put them on the table, and he said, here, you can have these for doing this for me. They're fresh. And I touched them. They were perfectly fine. I said, what? This is what I'm thinking in my mind. What? How did this happen? The exact thing that I had just thought of, this man came in and put them in front of me and gave them to me. That was the perfect bridge of incident. What this means is, when I had that imaginal act, it must have triggered a thought in that man, wherever he was outside walking the streets. He had come in, he had the thought to come in and maybe look for someone to help him with his iPod that he had just bought. He found me and he asked me if I could do it for him, and then I received those sodas. So the key here was that I had, in my mind's eye, I had inadvertently constructed a scene that implied that I was drinking this soda. That, in and of itself, was powerful enough, and I was thirsty enough to have thought that scene, to have impressed it upon my subconscious mind, and almost immediately it manifested. And I got exactly what I wanted. The next thing, this was after I knew how to manifest, this was my first manifestation after I knew what I was doing, was I had missed a homework assignment. I was in college, in Middlesex County College in New Jersey, and I had missed a homework assignment, but nonetheless I drove to school, and I sat there in my car, and I just imagined seeing class closed on the door. Now I walked up to college, to my classroom, and I was ready to go throughout the day because I had forgotten that I'd imagined it, and that's exactly where it was. Sorry, due to an emergency, class is closed. Perfect. Amazing. I was astounded. I was floored because it worked. And that's not a small thing. That's not a cup of coffee. It's not a can of soda. Class was closed. So what is the trick here? How do you manifest what you want? The idea, first of all, is that you can have whatever it is that you want. A lot of my coaching clients, when they talk to me, there's the carnal mind, if they're a beginner, the carnal mind tells us nothing is possible, and or certain things are possible, but things are going to get in the way. How can I get this? But this happened to me. How can I have it? All things are possible. The idea here is that we must remove the senses and put what we want into our mind. That means to construct a scene as if we already are the person that we want to be, or the thing that we want to experience, as if it is already done. So in the case of school, I imagined a scene where I was reading a sign that said class is closed. So that was as if it was already done. And then I relaxed and closed my eyes and imagined that scene. I was there. I was solidly there. I had seen with my own eyes the sign in my imagination. That was all that it took. So we have to create the scene as if we already have it, the end result, always start from the end. Shut off the senses temporarily so we're no longer impressing our subconscious mind with things of this world. Bring into our imagination the thing that we desire as if we're in the scene itself, thinking from and of the scene in first person point of view, and then drop it and carry on. Don't think about it anymore. And watch. You don't know when and you don't know how, but a bridge of incidents, any number of events will unfold and will lead you to the end result. I did not have to move a finger. I did not have to pull the fire drill. I did not have to call anyone. I didn't have to lie to anyone. I just had to imagine the end result, right? So practice this. Think of something that you want. Think of anything that you want in the world. Start small or start medium. It doesn't matter. Start big. Construct a scene implies that now you are who you want to be. Don't think of how it's going to happen. Don't think of why it's going to happen. Don't think of why it's not going to happen. Construct that scene and bring it into your imagination, and in a way that you will never be able to conceive. You will never be able to figure it out, whether it's a homeless person that gives you the thing that you want, or whether it doesn't matter. No matter what needs to happen for you to receive that thing, if you simply imagine what you want as you are already it, or that person, and then drop it. Don't worry about anything else. Nothing else. And then carry about your day, and it'll smack you in the face, the manifestation. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you like this, please scroll down, subscribe, hit the bell icon. For more information like this, go to sovereignmind.com, sign up for the mailing list, and stay tuned for more. Thank you so much.